On the fateful dawn of September 1st, 1939, Hitler directed the German Army and Air Force in a lightning-like campaign against Poland. With this earth-shattering overture, played by Stuka bombers, World War II began.
It was our duty. I mean, our country was in trouble. My father didn't want me to enlist. And I said, but I want to get in the Army Air Corps. I want to be a pilot. And finally, I got in. If you were bigger, larger, you wound up a bomber pilot. If you were smaller, you wound up a fighter pilot. It was pretty easy, right?
Rigid training converted raw recruits into men physically and mentally fit to defend the nation.
But then we went to combat, and I flew 13 combat missions. You're scared. I was 21, and we had 16 planes leave Goose Bay, flying a B-24, over the Atlantic Ocean in the middle of winter, and got to the point of return, and the flight engineer came up to me and he said, Paul, we got a problem. I said, what? He said, I don't know how to transfer the fuel. We had 6 hours of gasoline left, and we were 7 hours from Iceland, 7 hours from Greenland, 7 hours from England, and 7 hours from Goose Bay. That's a bad situation. So what are we going to do? I said, we'll get on the horn, and I got on a radio with him, and we heard a voice say, there's a booster pump behind the pilot's cabin. It should be in the on position. He came back about 20 minutes later. He says, we're transferring fuel. I said, that's good. We had to get it from the wing tanks to the main tank. And incidentally, on that flight, we lost 4 airplanes at cruise, just trying to fly the Atlantic. I mean, we were rookies. We only had a couple hundred hours flying time, But that's the way it was.
In the air, 177 American B-24 bombers raided the oil refineries at Ploiești in Romania with 300 tons of explosives.
But in World War II, 60 million lives were lost, either on one end of a bomb or the other. I went to Normandy with my wife, and when I went into the cemetery at Omaha Beach, there's 9,500 young Americans buried there. And I realized then that I was a survivor. These guys were the real heroes. Some people say, well, my dad never talked about what he did or anything. I think it's my job. Somebody has to tell the people what these plain vanilla guys did.